Welcome back for another video. It's Eharbad once more, and in the Pay to Work series of Raid Shadow Legends, I did not choose to pay to work. I did almost none of this event, to be honest. Still, I got just under 2,000 points, claimed the gems and the silver, and now I get to claim the energy as well, and then the rest will just disappear into silver at the end of the event. Very small amount, but yeah, it was too much. I didn't have time, to be honest. Even if I wanted to, let's just say hypothetically, I wanted to do the champion training to get the champion and or the soul, whatever. I didn't have time. I work a full-time job during the week and limited time in the evening, and I didn't want to sit here and farm campaign for every possible second that I wasn't at work for 4 days. No interest. But beyond that, if anyone is actually going for the Lunar event, they're really doubling down on bleeding the players dry. So here we are on Dungeon Divers, and they've put some at 39.50 on a 3-day event. That is, that is brutal. That's like really, really high figures. And on top of that, you go to Artifact Enhancement, and they've gone even higher than they do normally in a Fusion of 5,600. That's pretty high as well. Then you go, oh, there's a Summon Rush. I wonder how many Lunar points we need. Oh, 4,100 for a big chunk. 150 points right there. Absolutely brutal. What else? What else is there? There was the Dragon Turn attack. 7,500 for this Prism Shards. It's a lot. It's a lot. I am going to be doing the Ice Column turn attack. I'm looking forward to that. Cursed Gear. Definitely going to be putting all my energy into that. I might even buy a few refills because it's an event that's going to progress my account. And I want to do it. Whereas the other stuff, just has been kind of trash. I did Sand Devil turn attack. That's what I said I was going to predominantly do. Ended up finishing third, did just under 5,200 points on that, got all the side rewards, got myself into a nice position for, where is it? If we jump into maybe this one, we go upgrade and we go to ascend. Got myself into a nice situation, some chaos dust here, decent number of oils ready here. So as soon as we hit PRCVC, I'm going to be investing these into my best pieces of gear. So maybe I'll do a video on that, trying to now figure out with the chaos dust, looking through, really digging into what are my best pieces of gear, trying to really get a sense as to which ones I should be pushing, which sets, which item stat combinations I'm really going to be looking at. This is a perfect example of something that I will probably try and use dust on, and I'll probably look at these other lethal ones. But on top of that, when we hit PRCVC, we're actually going to be doing all of our mythical charm, kind of going after gear pieces. I've got enough charms kind of ready that I can kind of roll all of these lethal set pieces and try and chase the mythical pieces, and that might change what we end up using the essence for. And, when we hit PRCVC, I think that could be an interesting diary entry, so that's something to look forward to. I'm being pushed pretty hard in the old tag arena. I am just top at the moment, 14 hours to go. I'm out most of tomorrow, so I'm going to keep pushing a little bit more this evening and see if I can get top place. What else am I doing? Now that Sand Devil has finished, I'm just going to chill out in Minotaur. Newt number 2 and Valkynon, I think, are going to be the 2 champions I'm getting masteries for. I might check and see if there's actually something else I should be doing instead of Valkynon, but I'd quite like to give him a go in what do you call it? I can't even think. In Hydra. So I'm using Newt in my main team. I've got a few different options that I've been trying on brutal, and I've got some different options that I'm trying on hard. And I think Valkynon would be an interesting champion to give a go, and he might fit in nicely in either the hard or the brutal team. I'd like to give him a go anyway. And beyond that, I mean, who else do I really, really want to rush the masteries on? Potentially someone for Cursed City. But if we look at hard, I am on 95 stages done, so there's only this bit of Soul Cross left. This one, I do need to try some different gearing. I'm considering maybe putting Bivold in Curing, with potentially Fenax in Lifesteal to try and keep him alive. Something like that, or, I would have Leech with Bivold. The main issue is, if I look at the teams, if anyone doesn't have Martyr, they tend to either have like crazy +4s or whatever, and Pinthroy is actually pretty good for it, but they tend to have Lysandra. You don't have a Martyr, they tend to have a Lysandra, and I don't have either. So, and Pinthroy is like the other one that seems to pop up. So it's going to be a bit tricky, but I do have 2 newts. So if I do get the masteries on the second newt and actually try and gear this team up, either I'd have to go down this Fenax blocking revive, or I'd have to try with Cupidus. I don't think I can do it with going for the heal reduction route here and kind of out surviving. So I was thinking I needed probably the Bivold for a bit of healing, shielding. And if I put him in a curing set, I can kind of, deal with the problem that we get from Fire Knight hard. But I then need a way of making sure we take down Frostbiter, and if we do that, then maybe I want Fenax. And I haven't really decided yet. I'd say these 3 are definitely going to be done. 2 newts and Tatura, that's definite. It's these 2 flex spots that we could do a few different things. But yeah, I don't have necessary. I mean, maybe Visionary, does she, I think, has increased crit rate and a bit of TM, but there's no increased speed. So I kind of feel like I can probably get this done, probably, but S21 is just, I mean, technically I have champions for it, but it's absolutely thankless. And this is why 2 Mortus and a Duchess. You've got only Force champions. So you have to proc stun sets and provoke sets on basically both Mortus and Duchess throughout the entire time. And that was 3 champions in, 2 of them were in provoke, 1 was in stun, and we landed 0 on 5 champions. No, all AoE hits. It's just like, it's not fun. Like, why would you do this? Why would you create this as a room? Like, this isn't a challenge in terms of making it difficult. This is a challenge in making it absolutely horrible, like horrendous. Why would anyone want to touch this? I don't know, guys. I don't know. What were they thinking? What was that? Because there was I'm sure I saw that someone was using one of these Gronjar. Are they actually any good? Not really. Another. There's no like guaranteed CC. Whatever. Whatever. And technically, it's AoE on a 4-turn cooldown. Not great. Yeah, I don't know. And this is the sad thing. I've said it before, and I'll say it again though. All of these Doom Tower champions from Hard Doom Tower, they're exactly the champions that should be unlocking Soulcross for us. Like, they're the champions that should be taking this down. S18, another difficult one. Again, if I actually re-geared all my champions, I think I could do it. I did try it. I got to wave 2 and then found the double hegemon, and I hadn't put any champions into Stone Skin or Untouchable, and I couldn't deal with it. So it required another re-gear. Essentially, you need to have someone in a shield set or bolster. You need to have some kind of crowd control in Untouchable or Stone Skin to be able to deal with Wave 2. And it's just whether I can be bothered to spend the silver on that. It's whether I can be bothered to hit my head against a brick wall in S21. I do think the double boss I should actually give a proper try. And then obviously after that, with S19, everyone knows is a trash stage. S24, I can only get to if I beat one of these two trash stages. And really, I just want to try S22 and S15. That's all I really want to do. These three ones here they're just not fun. But that's the game we've got right now. The other things I wanted to show, prism shards. We have, 2 more chances to get Archer. The champion, I think, should be available for everyone and should not be time limited. But, it is what it is. First summon, no dice. Second summon, no dice. Yeah, there we go. Epic. And Siege Hulk, decent champion, actually. I quite like him. I do have a 6-star Siege Hulk. Used him in the first rotation of Curse City. No Archer for me. It is sad. Like, fantastic champion. I just think it's a really bad approach to game design, but I've said that in other videos. But yeah, so really I just wanted to touch base on this one and say, my God, not only do they make you work, but now they are absolutely cracking the whip, trying to make sure that you use every possible resource to do the dungeon divers, do the artifact enhancement. It's worse than the worst fusion we've seen, and you're doing it all for the Lunar Festival. Anyway, that's it. Short video. Thanks for watching. There will be another video over the weekend, but I am out most of tomorrow through to Sunday afternoon. So I'll try and do something Sunday sort of evening time, something of interest. It might be a little recap of Curse City, some of the teams I used on these stages, and maybe what I did with Amius. So a little Curse City recap, I think, coming on Sunday. So yeah. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.